It's Friday Night Football. Your first and goal coverage with Joelle Villanueva is supported by McDonald's Valley Wine.
Hey, welcome back. Channel 5, your home for Valley High School football. Our first and goal team locked in once again for another fun Friday and just some perfect weather tonight. Out in Rio Hondo, the Letterman Jackets were out for our first and goal game of the week. Channel 5's Brendan Ortega, a 4-year varsity player for us. He needs a jacket, and he's got the update for our first and goal game of the week between Rio Hondo and Raymondville. Brandon?
Joelle, this game matched up so well on paper. Rio Hondo, a 5-game winning streak. Raymondville, 7-0 start. And that defense, all the rage coming into this game. Let's go to the highlights. Both teams just red hot with the stakes so high in our first and goal game of the week. The winner staying on top of the district standings after an early Bobcat field goal. The Bearcats answer back with a 53-yarder. Saul Garcia, just enough wind at his back off the crossbar. What a kick, just a sophomore. Garcia, 3-3 heading into the second. Rio Hondo's offense started slow, but then they'd get it going. Tyler Bush to Eric Pizarro, one of 2 touchdowns they had in the second quarter, and Bobcats take a big lead. Then Raymondville desperate for a spark. Justin Cantu coming through right there, 24-10 Rio Hondo at that point, but the Bobcats far from done in the first half. They were on fire in the second quarter especially. 4 touchdowns from Tyler Bush in this game, and it's all Rio Hondo in this one. Just going final. Our final score, Rio Hondo 45, Raymondville 24. So the Bearcats fall to 2-1 in district. Rio Hondo 3-0. As we bring you back live to Bobcat Stadium. Last I checked, Orange Grove was up big over Westoso. So if that held true, Orange Grove, Rio Hondo, right back here at Bobcat Stadium in a battle for first place. What a game that will be. But once again, if you're just joining us, final score from our first and goal game of the week, 45-24, Rio Hondo over Raymondville. Back to you, Joelle.
All right, thank you, B. Back in the Mid-Valley, the annual battle of Chiefs and Redskins going down, and Benny LaPrade Stadium lit up for this rivalry game. We saw lots of this tonight. The Redskins Diettes up in the stands doing their chant, and down on the field, the little ladies from Price Elementary joining in on their opening drive. 4th and short for Donna. Eliseo Alvarado just enough for the first down here. And the Redskin fan says, hey, ref, move the chains. That's a first down. Later in the drive, sophomore quarterback Alex Sanchez buying some time, looking for someone. And he's got Daniel Nino. There he is. Touchdown for the Redskins. And Donna on top. 7-0. Second quarter. Redskins with another 4th down, and Sanchez hooks up with a teammate for a first down. And the fan that was waving the flag now donning the Halloween mask. Some good protection for the cold front blowing in. And the Redskins keep things going. Now a 3rd and long, but Oscar Lucio for North coming up with a sack. However, this game would belong to Donna. The Redskins take the rivalry game 21-10 tonight. Down at Brownsville, Sam's Stadium with an all-city game between Brownsville veterans and Porter. First quarter, Chargers on the move. Alexis Gomez, now you see him, now you don't. Where'd he go? There he is, Gomez playing Houdini, and 7-0 Brownsville veterans on top. After that, the Chargers back on the offensive, and if it worked the first time, it'll work again, right? Gomez with his 2nd score of the game. Chargers take a commanding 14-0 lead. On to the second quarter. Brownsville vets looking to strike once more. The jet sweep to Elijah Maston, and number 1 with 6 for his team. Brownsville veterans putting the pedal to the metal, and there is no stopping the Chargers attack. This is quarterback Gus Vasquez on the keeper, and the Chargers lighten up the Cowboys like a Halloween jack-o'-lantern. Brownsville veterans looking for their 5th straight win. And the district leaders looking to stay on top tonight. They lead 28-0. Well, it was cat scratch fever in Edinburgh tonight. The city's original rivalry on tap with the Bobcats facing the Cougars. For more on this one, we bring in Channel 5's Ruben Juarez, who's live at Richard R. Florida Stadium. Cougars in search of their 2nd straight win, but the Bobcats also fired up. Ruben?
Hey, Joel, a lot more than bragging rights on the line in tonight's game here at Richard Flores Stadium. Both teams 2-2 in District 31 6A play. Tonight's winner would take sole possession of third place. The Bobcats won last year's game 28-21. Could they make it 2 in a row? Let's go ahead and take a look at the highlights. Edinburgh came out better early on. No score first quarter. Ryan Ochoa scoops up the punt for the Bobcats. He breaks a couple tackles and rips off several more. Finally taken down around the north 25. That leads to this. Matt Cruz, the Edinburgh quarterback, looks around. He says, let's go cruising for a bruising all the way to the end zone. 7-0 Bobcats. The Edinburgh offense on the move once again. Cruz dumps it off to Eric Cano. He goes down the sideline and then he's going to cut back inside. The 39-yard pickup puts the Bobcats in North territory. Early second quarter, same drive. Herland Benavides gets the call. 5-yard run up the gut. Touchdown Bobcats, and former Bobcat Fred Reyna III. All smiles on the sideline. Late first half, Edinburgh inside the 5. The Cougars come up with an important stop. Edinburgh's North defense came up with several stops in the first half, but in the end, it's Edinburgh that wins 30-14. Edinburgh now in third place in the district. Edinburgh North at 2-3 in the district, tied with 2 other teams, PSJ North and PSJ Memorial. Joelle, that's the story from here at Richard Flores Stadium in Edinburgh. Let's send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Ruben White is looking sharp with a sports coat. It's a nice look. Hey, the La Jolla Corrido playing before tonight's kickoff here in La Jolla. Coyotes facing sister school Juárez Lincoln. Huskies winners of 3 straight. A big hit there from La Jolla's Nick Garza. And Juárez Lincoln in field goal range. The kick is up and good. On the other side, La Jolla answering back with their own field goal. This one going back and forth, but La Jolla taking the win. The final score, 24-10. A key game going down in Mission tonight. The district leader, Sherryland, 5-0. The Rattlers locking up against 4-1 Nixon. The Mustangs looking to attack. Sherry coming off a big win over rival Pioneer last week. And break out the Colchas. Little cool out there. Dina called it. Nixon starts the scoring. Emil Oliva from a few yards out. 7-0 Nixon. Second quarter, Nixon going the other way. And they're going back to Oliva. Mustangs ground game giving the Rattlers trouble. 14-0 Nixon. Before the half, Rattlers inside the red zone. And Blake Klein takes it in for Sherry. After scoring 56 points last week, the Rattlers offense cooled off tonight. Mustangs and Rattlers now tied for second place in the district with identical 5-1 records. The Road Warriors have had a hot streak going, 5 straight W's for them. Could crosstown foe Mac High end that streak tonight? Who's got the update? None other than Channel 5's Trayson Bragg. He is live in McAllen with the lowdown on this MacTown showdown.
Joelle, in years past when these two teams met, the scoreboard you see behind me was lit up like the 4th of July. And this year, with 2 powerful offenses, we can only expect the same thing would happen tonight. The Warriors are led by their district-leading passing offense, while the Bulldogs are led by their thunder and lightning rushing attack, which has proven to be a straight-up touchdown machine so far this season. So as always, Joelle, let's get straight to the action. Straight out the gate, the Warriors wide receiver Angel Rodriguez shows the entire stands that he is a speed demon with a straight up the gut 73-yard return to put his team in scoring position, and they did just that a few plays later with this rushing touchdown. And on their next drive, their wide receiver Noe Ramirez takes the pitch and does his best Barry Sanders cutback routine, but look at this big time block by his QB to spring him into the end zone. You gotta love when a QB isn't afraid to lay the hat and straight levitate a defender. Now, however, coming up, Mac High would get some life with this turnover on the kickoff that would really get this home crowd jumping and lead to this touchdown by their powerful Thunder running back Roy Gutierrez, who plows into the end zone looking like a runaway freight train on that play. And Joelle, this game is still going on, but as I promised you, this scoreboard behind me was lit up, or is lit up, like the 4th of July. And right now, Mac High is behind. The Warriors are winning by a score of 48-27. We'll keep you updated on this score. There's about a minute left. But here in McAllen, I'm Trayson Bragg, Channel 5 Sports.
All right, thank you so much, Trayson. We go to our first and goal scoreboard tonight. It is Port Isabel who gets their first district win as the Tarpons topple Progreso 54-30. The Odom Owls take down Monte Alto 59-7, but we see there it was, who was that? That was La Feria licking Hidalgo 43-0. There is Santa Rosa, 26 for them. Lyford, 67 for them. And once again, Odom over Monte Alto 59-7. Our next score, we have La Villa leading Freer 52-40, while Santa Maria takes down Ben Bolt 20-14. St. Joseph playing their TAPS opener tonight, and the Bloodhounds over the Buttons 45-21. Nice win for St. Joe, while Mission gets a neutral side victory over Palmview and Hidalgo. Final there 24-22. The PSJ Bears still undefeated. That sets up a big game with Vela next week, while Harlingen has now lost 2 in a row. Los Fresnos gets the win 27-20. In District 32, 6A, we continue the scores here. It is Weslaco just over Harlingen South, 28-25, while Weslaco East continues making a playoff push. The Wildcats over Brownsville Rivera, 42-7. In District 31, 5A, Mission Veterans holding off the pesky Rattlers from Rio Grande City, and Mission Vets still undefeated, 26-24 the final there, while Pioneer knocks off Valley View 22-7. Finally, one more score tonight in 32, 5A, Mercedes in the win column as the Tigers take down Lopez 34-7.